Hello and welcome to 5 in 5-ish. This is a place where you can find news nuggets that you may or may not have heard about. Okay, our first news nugget is out of Ohio, and it was reported on September 27, 2023, where a hospital patient was propped up to look fake alive after dying during surgery. Now, the background story is it's a female. I don't have a name. She's an unidentified 65-year-old, and she was healthy when she walked into the Adena Health System for a routine heart catheterization. Now, the family is complaining and claiming that the hospital records and death certificate are different regarding time of death. I do have a short video and also an article in description. So basically, the problem is the family claims that their loved one died in surgery. They brought her back to the room and propped her up and act like she was alive, knowing she was dead. This story has so much shade and shiftiness in it. It is worth your time to check out. Okay, our second news nugget comes out of Murchison, Texas, and y'all, it's about a rock slide. Now, I know in the last video I had a mountain slide. Now, this is a rock slide. Y'all don't have to deal with me, because I'm finding this very, very interesting, how destructive it is. So, there's a small video in description. I don't really have nothing else other than what I just told you. It's a rock slide. I thought it was interesting. Check it out. Okay, our third news nugget is titled Ring of Fire. On October 14th, 2023, an unusual event happened in the sky. An eclipse, which is making its way across the United States. Now, I'm not that into eclipses. However, with this particular eclipse, it's actually rare. I learned that there are more than one type of an eclipse. Now, we have our annual eclipse, which are eclipses that most of us are aware of. But there are rare eclipses and the different types of eclipses. I'm not going to go off into that because this is news nuggets, but that's definitely something you might want to check out. But the rarity of this eclipse that just happened, the last one of its kind happened in 1959, and the next one of its kind that will happen is going to be in 2079. So I thought it was special, and I learned that there was more than one type of eclipse, and it's worth checking out. I don't know if you know this, but over the past year, thousands of banks have closed across America. Bank of America just recently closed 50 plus banks in just 1 week. Wow, that's a lot of banks. Now, some of the top reasons: 1, mergers; 2, changing consumer preferences. Like online banking, it makes it more convenient for people instead of going into a branch. And 3, a large group of bank closures have been closed in areas with large minority population. Now, there are a lot of people who are concerned about these closures because they feel like banks will roll out the central bank digital currency. And that's where there will be no more cash, no more checks, anything like that. It'll just be a digital currency. And that will enable the banks to be able to track your spending. And then that also will enable them to judge you by what you buy. They can see everything that you purchase. And if you're anything like me, that is a concern. They know so much about us already. And then now we're already judged for the things we say, which is unconstitutional. But now they're going to judge us by what we buy. Yeah, that's not cool. So I advise you to learn a little bit more about the central bank digital currency. Are you aware that your treatment by others, whether good or bad, doesn't define you? You know what defines you? The fact that you came out of God's imagination. Yep. The creator of heaven and earth and everything in it thought you up. In other words, you came out just like he thought, which is wonderful. And I can prove it. All you have to do is read Psalms 139, and it will show you in great, wonderful detail just how valuable you really are. Hopefully you will walk away from those pages letting the one who created you define you, and not how people treat you, whether good or bad. I thank you for stopping by. I hope you were enlightened. Take care.